Hi everyone. So today I wanted to react to a couple of comments on one of my recent videos. Thanks everyone who comments, even people who, don't like what I have to say. I appreciate intelligent people interacting with my page. I think it's a good thing. However, I'm not sure what we're going to talk about today qualifies. So this is someone. She doesn't look particularly healthy. Poor thing. Ma 9878. She has two comments. I'll address them both here. Her first comment was tomatoes are healthy because they have natural sugar. It's not the same as white refined sugar. Is that true? As many of you will know, sucrose is sucrose is table sugar, white she's referring to as white sugar, this commenter. Table sugar is just one molecule of glucose and one molecule of fructose bound together, right? And when we look at the kinds of sugar in a tomato, let's look at the kinds of sugar in a tomato. So this is USDA, US Department of Agriculture. What we find there is that um, the kinds of sugar in a tomato are almost exactly the same as what's in sucrose, right? So you have slightly more fructose than glucose, 1.25 grams of, this is in 100 grams of tomatoes, right? So you have about 1.25 grams of glucose and 1.37 grams of fructose. So slightly more fructose than glucose, but effectively it is exactly the same thing as having table sugar. So when we look again at this comment, tomatoes are healthy because they have natural sugar, and that's different than white refined sugar. No, wrong. It's the same damn thing. Okay, whether it's in a tomato, whether it's in an avocado, I don't care what it's in. It's the same molecular structure. It's the same thing. Okay, her next comment is try a multivitamin for vitamin B. Um, might be a good idea if you have money, if you have disposable income, if you like to buy things that really the body doesn't need. You could. However, there are downsides to buying those things as well, right? What are the downsides? Well, I think whenever we're talking about getting our vitamins from a pill, we have to understand that that's not how our body was designed to get those things. And so, if you take a high dose, and I've seen this in many different cases, if you take a high dose B supplement, a lot of it you're just going to be peeing out, and you can see your pee will sort of turn yellow when you take these vitamins. You're just peeing out the vitamins, right? So a lot of it, your body's just not going to be able to absorb. A lot of it will be, and in the case of water soluble vitamins like B vitamins, that's not necessarily dangerous. So if you have money, if you like, expensive pee, do it. No one's stopping you from doing it. But I'm not sure that you're getting all the benefits. Number one. Number two, there are some cases. So for example, because of my um, so-called high cholesterol. I don't think my cholesterol is high, but my doctors think it's high. At different points, I've taken B vitamins, especially niacin, to try and address the cholesterol problem. And I took it at such a high dose, I was having side effects. I was having flushing, I was having heart palpitations and other things, right? So you're not going to get those kind of side effects when you're having the B vitamins in organ meats or in shellfish or in foods that are actually human appropriate foods that are rich in B vitamins. So again, if someone wants to take a multivitamin, if someone wants to take these things, I don't really have anything against it, but just know that it does not replace the B vitamins or the vitamins that you're going to be getting from food, and that because you're a human and humans evolved to eat animals, you're going to need to get those, especially B12, but also the other B vitamins. You're going to need to get them from animal food sources. If you're not comfortable with quote unquote taking lives, well, if you're not comfortable with taking lives, you can't be alive. Sorry, whatever you're eating, you're killing other animals and other things in order to be able to eat. Number one. That aside, if you prefer, to have mollusks, if you prefer to have oysters, if you prefer to have clams, those are great sources of B vitamins in general. Um, Otherwise, we like livers, chicken livers, pork livers, beef livers, goat livers. We like all these things for B vitamins as well. So get your vitamins from food, and whatever food you're eating, the sugar in it is exactly the same as table sugar. It's just the quantities may differ. What you could also argue is that fiber plays a role, and so because the tomato is coming in a complex matrix with other things, it's not going to have as big of a sugar spike. That's obviously true. Tomatoes actually have less, relative per. It was we just saw it's about 3% sugar the tomato, right? And comparing that with like table sugar, which is 100% sugar, obviously glucose and fructose, the amounts are going to differ. But that doesn't mean it's healthy. Just because something is less unhealthy doesn't make it healthy. Okay, so with that, I'm Samir. I'm a health coach and a PhD student. I'll see you next time.